First Watch Now.
What you need to know from the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Hosted by Cochise County Public Information Officers Carol Kappas and Grady Butler. First Watch on 92.3 KWCD.
Your Sheriff's Office. I'm Grady Butler, and with me is Carol Kappas, Public Information Officer with the Sheriff's Office, and Sheriff Mark Daniels. Good morning.
County.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so let's start off with Cochise County football. It's tonight.
It's homecoming for Buena tonight. So if you're an alumni from Buena, you're a coach, come on out tonight. They're playing Pueblo. Buena's sitting at 4-0, having a good season, beating the teams they're expected to beat. Coach Thomas said he wanted to be 5-0 before they go into conference play. So I think that's going to happen. And my prediction, they're playing Pueblo tonight. Pueblo's 3-1, but their competition's been pretty minimal at best. So I think the Colts will go 5-0 unless there's an upset tonight, and they'll go into conference play at 5-0. So again, but come out and support them. These are student athletes that work really hard. They're having a great season. Again, so Coach Thomas, with all his passion and his team out there and his coaching staff, let's go out and support them tonight.
And you can hear Sheriff Mark Daniels call the game tonight right here on KWCD. Pregame at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. If you want to, you can also download the KWCD app and listen that way. But you've been calling the football games on the radio station for how many years now?
7, I think now. We're at 7, 8 years been calling the game, and people tell me, hey, we like listening to you. I said, Mark Daniels, right? Just kidding. Right guy, right? But Jeff Davenport, I give him a shout-out and give Val a shout-out here at Town Square that keeps the power on for us. But we have a good time doing it. And J.D. Rottweiler's our guest DJ, too, for the president of Cochise College. So we'll bring it to you one way or another. We're going to get that to you. But thanks for tuning in, and thanks for supporting these kids.
And it's going to be a busy weekend. Starting today, we have the Cochise County Fair, 99th Annual Cochise County Fair.
99th. Isn't that amazing? And they did some work on our booth, too, which our booth's been remodeled.
There's no stage.
Yeah, and we have a door.
Yeah, and there's a door.
We have a door. I'm so excited. We have a door that goes outward. But either way, come on out to the Cochise County Fair. Come see us. Enjoy our booth with us. County fairs are iconic. It's America's county fair. But, yeah, come on out and see us and support the kids in 4-H and FFA and all the different programs they have going on down there, and just enjoy that battered food. I mean, they fry everything.
It's a heart attack on a stick, I tell you.
It really is. I mean, if they can get it on a stick, they'll batter it up for you.
I had a big corn dog yesterday, and this is like the biggest corn dog I ever had, and it was delicious. So.
Oh, they're good. It's amazing what batter will do to anything. You know what I mean?
That's true. Also in Sierra Vista, the Fun Fest is this weekend.
It is, and people ask the question. Excuse me, I'm getting over this cold. People ask the question about, why is that the same weekend as the county fair? Well, it is. I mean, this is a MWR program from Fort Huachuca for the soldiers in partnership down with the Veterans Park here in the city of Sierra Vista. So it is what it is. Enjoy both events. A lot of entertainment this weekend, and both of them I know draw big crowds, and especially on the evenings. So, and on the heels, too, of last week. They had the big event at the park last week, too. And so a lot going on this weekend.
There is, and then today even there is the King of the Road. So people didn't really understand what that was. We put it out there. There was some confusion, but it's not anything you have to do. It's just a matter of the people coming from Tucson Speedway doing a course through Cochise County and then heading back up there.
And as part of a kickoff, they called me 2 or 3 months ago. It's part of a kickoff from the street racers, the outlaw racers, whatever they call them, out of Oklahoma. So this is a spinoff from them. So they go around the country and they bring all these race cars, classic cars, you name it. And they're doing something at Tucson Raceway this weekend. But today they chose to come to Cochise County. Sergeant Ray McNeely and our Challenger, the Hellcat, will actually escort them around Cochise County. So if you see a bunch of muscle cars, classic cars, race cars, that's part of that, just embracing and enjoying Cochise County. And they're looking at a couple hundred cars coming through, so you'll see them starting about 2 o'clock today till about 11 o'clock tonight. So you're going to see them all day long.
And what's great is they're going to be spending money in Cochise County, having dinner and filling up on gas, so this is good for our economy as well.
Exactly. When they called me several months ago and said, Sheriff, will you help us? You bet we'll help us. And that's the stuff that doesn't get out there. I mean, here's a couple hundred people, drivers, and then you add their families and friends that are riding with them that are going to come here. They're going to stop in different parts. They're going to go through Bisbee. They're going to go through Tombstone, Benson, and they're stopping to get sodas. They're going to stop and eat. And they're embracing Cochise County. I mean, you're right. That's a lot of little extra money. And again, so I was, when they called, excited. Yeah, come see us. Come see us.
Another event this weekend is Dine Under the Stars.
Dine Under the Stars, U of A South Foundation, big event, big fundraiser is Saturday night, 6 o'clock over there. I'm not sure if they have any more tickets. You can go onto their website, but I'm sure they do. But that's their annual fundraiser that helps build and support scholarships for students that go to U of A, be an ASU guy and myself. But it's a great program, and I think that's why they have me MC it every year with Jeff Davenport. Grady, you and I have done it before too, is the fact that I bring in a little bit of a challenge to U of A being an ASU guy, So every time they auction something off at U of A, I go, all right, who wants this? Who doesn't want to buy it? Who wants this,
But also one of the big ticket items in the auction is a ride along with you. So that's probably another reason they like to have you there.
That's true. That is true. And but it's a fun event. It is. It's got some formality behind it. It's not the typical there's different events that I'm involved with, and you're involved with Grady and Jeff, but this one's a kind of a formal event, but it's a really nice event. And like I said, I think they had a record year last year with us, and I want to say raised quite a bit of money. But that money goes to these students and that foundation, so it's a great cause. So if you're not doing anything Saturday night, look online. I believe they have some tickets left.
And so you also were out and about, busy talking to the Southeastern Arizona Substance Awareness Symposium. And that was a pretty good event, and it's always good to get information out if you're talking to these kinds of groups.
It is, and with all, with the fentanyl coming across the border and as an epidemic in our country, drugs, the more we can talk about it, the more we can share the need and the programs and figure out how we work best together. Again, it was cool. They had a bunch of kids from all over, to include Cochise County yesterday. It was up in Graham County at Eastern Arizona College. And it was packed. It was really packed. And to see these young people be involved, and seeing the educators be involved, the substance coordinators, and just people that are trying to make a difference in those communities throughout southern Arizona and the state. It was a good event. I was honored to speak to them all for about an hour, and which was a spinoff from doing the drug summit about 2 weeks ago. I got a chance to speak to them. So again, it's just sharing our message, sharing our support for these kind of programs, because we got to work together, because there's some challenges out there when it comes to fentanyl and these drugs. We got to recognize it.
And you also spoke in Douglas this week.
I did. Mayor Hughes and I both spoke in regards to the border, and right now between the city of Douglas, city of Bisbee, the sheriff's office, a big shout out to Dan Duchon, our emergency service coordinator, for his logistical work in these street releases that we're all talking about, bringing great concern to the county, and I 100% respect those concerns. But right now it's been orderly in the fact that your leaderships, your mayors, your police chiefs, the sheriff's office, the state have stepped up, and we're doing the right thing. We're doing the right thing. We're going to continue to do the right thing. We're putting pressure on Washington, D.C. We're going to continue to do that until they change their policies. Let's face it, they're fractured. This is ridiculous, and I say this all the time. The magical things we do in this country, I believe we took the earth off, or we got soil from Mars, but we can't stop our border. Are you kidding me? So again, it's all over the national news. So I see some things changing because now you have national news touching it too. So we got to make a difference here, but it's inhumane to be dropping people into the streets. But thanks to churches and citizens and nonprofits stepping up in Cochise County at their expense to do the right thing. So thank you for them doing that.
And you also met with some congressional groups talking about how we can best address the challenges that we're facing right now, not only in Cochise County, but specifically to Cochise County, to get this taken care of.
We have, and I spoke to a group in Yuma. So I've been doing a lot of traveling this week. I've been to Graham County, been to Phoenix, been to Yuma, been all over the place, and we're tired on that. But I'll just say this. I mean, trying to get the message out that the state of Arizona, absent the federal government, we have to come up with some better plans. I shared that with the governor's office. I've shared that with congressional people. I'll be going back up in a week. We're going to have a meeting in Phoenix up there to discuss it more. But I shared it with the congressional people. We just need to engage and make sure we're doing our part. We do. I mean, I can't control what happens in D.C. That's been pretty self-explained to us as they ignore us. But the reality is we can do our part. And that's what's happening at local levels, state level. But how do we do it better? And so I'm pushing those meetings really hard right now, and we're going to continue to do that.
And there's a new scam that we want to tell you guys about.
Yeah, so if you get a call from anyone, this latest one is saying that they're Sergeant Ray McNeely, but if you get a call from anyone from law enforcement, regardless of the agency, saying that you have a warrant for your arrest for any number of reasons, for failing to show up for jury duty, for failure to appear for something, for failure to pay your taxes, I don't know. If you get a call from anyone pretending to be law enforcement, do not give them money over the phone. You can make other arrangements. You can find out in different ways. The latest scam is someone from Queen Creek received a call. She was told that she missed jury duty. She owed $1,000. Here's where you should have known what was going on. They wanted some kind of Zelle payment, but that exceeded her bank account, so she couldn't do the $1,000 Zelle payment. But then they instructed her to go to a cash coin ATM inside of a store and deposit this money. Those are the things that you should not fall for. Do not be a victim on that. We also received calls from investigators, a specific state investigator who's working on this, and hopefully he can track this down. He's been pretty successful with his group of people in getting the bad guys and recovering some money, but now this person's out $1,000, and a lot of things that we see on our social media is, how can you be so stupid? I'm telling you, these people are so good at what they do, and it's just a fact of life that you just respect authority, and you just believe that somebody's telling you the truth, and then you fall for it.
And they do, and they use local numbers. That throws a lot of people. It's a local number. Everything seems so legit. They use local names. One of our sergeants oversees our outreach unit. His name's been being used, and I mean, just don't fall for it. We're not going to call you on a warrant. We're not going to call you on a warrant. In fact, we'll knock on your door on a warrant, but we're not going to call you on a warrant. So don't fall for that. If we're calling saying we have a warrant, you need to pay this, right there's a flag. That's the key, and it's on our Facebook page. Please, if there's a question about law enforcement, give us a call and let us make sure we got the right information to you.
And also giving a shout out to the public. We had a silver alert over this past week for a person who fell into a protected category, that we're able to do that. He's autistic, and he was in Douglas, and he disappeared on foot. But we were able to have, through public contact, getting the information out there, people calling in, they were able to locate him safely in Bisbee. So we do appreciate everybody who pays attention to those types of announcements, who follows us on our Facebook page, or who just in general gets involved. If they see something, say something.
And that's so true. And that's the biggest thing with everything going on right now. And thanks to the 43,000 followers on our Facebook, I saw it just took a tick up. Thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us. And I know we have those out there, that 1% that loves to throw the comments of negative on there. But the bottom line is, thank you to everybody. I mean, look at the silver alert there that we found, and found them safely, which is most important. So again, thank you everybody for support on that. See something, say something, and that's let us address it.
Tomorrow we're going to be testing for deputies.
We are. New deputies are testing tomorrow, and we're excited about that. We're always we use Cochise College as our partner on that, so we'll be testing. I think we had 20, 30 people coming. That'll be there tomorrow. That's testing a couple laterals, so we're excited about that. And it just, I mean, I always say this, our testing, people say, well, how do you test people? We can't get people to show up at our agency to test. We do it through the reputation of the sheriff's office and the trust we have within our in our community. Plus, we push homegrowns, people that live here, growing up here, and want to stay here. That's been very productive for us when it comes to our retention numbers. So again, that's tomorrow morning. So good luck to all the people. If you're listening on this morning, good luck tomorrow.
And working with Cochise College, we also are invited to the groundbreaking ceremony. How exciting. Monday at 5 o'clock, where they're going to actually officially open the law enforcement building, the law enforcement project, the law enforcement program that they've partnered so closely with us.
We do. And that'll be a groundbreaking ceremony at 901 North Colombo Avenue, which is here in Sierra Vista, where it's going to be the new law enforcement building for our firearms training complex, and this is all part of, and student housing, all part of our training academy partnership with Cochise College. So they're going to do a ceremony at 5 p.m., so it's open to the public. Come on out, support us. And again, this goes hand in hand with our driving track out there that we're sharing with the college and the city of Sierra Vista. And again, this regional partnership is what makes government work. I'm a big believer in it, and once again, this is just another step forward. But a big shout out to President J.D. Rottweiler and Krista Wheeler and all the folks over at Amber and all the folks over there at Cochise College that truly, truly make a difference in our community.
And a congratulations needs to go out to Judge Thorne.
Judge Thorne. They just announced this week that he's the new presiding Superior Court judge. I'm not sure when it takes effect, but congratulations to Judge Dave Thorne. And as he moves up, Judge Dickerson will be retiring next year at the end of his term here next year. And he's been the presiding. He's done an amazing job. Judge Dickerson, been around the judicial world, both as a private attorney in the days, we all remember that, and then served 2 decades as our Justice JP here in Sierra Vista. Just a well-respected judge, so we're going to miss him. But again, congratulations to Dave Thorne.
And so you have a stop of the week that's going to be entertaining for everyone, as always.
Well, it is. I was going to the football game last Friday, calling the football game in Tombstone between Tombstone and Benson. Tombstone pulled it. By the way, they're also sitting at 4-0, pushing a great season. But Wilcox is coming to town tonight, so we'll see what happens. Don't underestimate Wilcox. So going to the game, and a car was committing some traffic violations and stopped it. The car had a disposable plate on it, called the temporary tags, and we see a lot of that in our smuggling. But walked up, guy hands me a Texas driver's license, and and the passenger is a female out of Phoenix, and step out of the car, and I'm talking to him, and he says, I said, what are you guys doing down here? And they both had told me they're coming down to visit the Walmart. I said, listen, you got beautiful Walmarts in Phoenix. Trust me, in Texas, I'm sure has beautiful Walmarts too. So you came all the way here to see our Walmart. I mean, it's nice, but look, come on now, let's keep it in perspective. Long story short, he admitted, yeah, I'm down here smuggling. I'm down here to pick up. And in fact, we are heading to Walmart, Sheriff. He goes, we're going to go over there, and that's where we're told to wait until the pickup's ready. The female in the car had admitted that she was down the day before and had picked up 3 and got paid well for it. So she got her friend from Texas who was visiting, of course, and said, let's go to get some money. And he told me, he goes, listen, Sheriff, I'll just be honest with you. I'm just trying to get some money to pay my rent. So obviously they said, come to Cochise County. It's lucrative. Folks, don't come to Cochise County. We don't play it. And so they were held accountable to that. Again, we're out there every day. We've had the activities. You can look at our Facebook page and see this. And I just got this notified this morning, and I know there's a lot of concern out there with the street releases. I'm very upset about that. And you hit on this a minute ago, Carol, if you see something, say something. We had an individual last night that heard something on his property, went out there. It looks like 2 UDAs, undocumented aliens, that this was a retired border patrolman that was the victim. They were trying to steal his property. He got into an altercation, got hurt, but they got away. So again, be vigilant out there right now. I'm not trying to throw a fear thought out there, but just if you hear something, call 911. Give us a call and get us coming. And I get it. You get the right to defend your property. I'm not saying that. Please don't take that direction. But I'm saying is get us en route. Get us en route so we can get a chance to get these people, because we will charge them. I don't care if they're a citizen or not. The bottom line is if you're breaking the law, you're violating people's rights, we're going to charge you. So see something, say something.
So your safety message of the week has to do with all the events all over the county. There's going to be so much traffic.
There is. And from the events here in Sierra Vista this weekend, the county fair, and the highways will be packed. Patience, my friends, patience, and slow it down. I get it. Slow it down, though. Drinking and driving, don't drink and drive. It's a busy weekend. We got deployments out there for DUI. Patrols are beefed up because it's such a busy weekend. In fact, the next 2 months are very busy weekends for us, and we have a lot of staff out there who are very vigilant to what's going on with these activities. So please, be safe out there, be patient out there, and just breathe with us.
And the DUI task force will be out tonight.
Yes, they will. That's why, they're out there too. So you're going to drink and drive. And was it 2 weeks ago we got 9 in one deployment? Something's wrong with that. Come on, people.
All right, before you go, invite everybody out to Cochise County football.
It's homecoming for Buena Coats tonight, playing Pueblo. So the pregame's at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Hopefully you tune in with us tonight and go Coats.
And Carol, who do we have coming in next?
We have Corporal Scott Borgstadt from the Sierra Vista Police Department to talk about National Night Out.
First Watch on KWCD Country is brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
It's First Watch now.
Hosted by Public Information Officer Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
On 92.3 KWCD.
And it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. And in the studio with me now, I've got Officer Borgstadt from the Sierra Vista Police Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you've brought a guest. Who did you bring with you?
I'll let her introduce herself.
This is Michelle Absalon from Lori's Place.
Well, let's talk about, you've got several events you want to talk about.
I do.
Let's start with Faith in Blue. What is that?
Faith in Blue. Well, Faith in Blue, it's actually a long weekend, but because of other things going on that particular week, this year it's going to be held at Lori's Place on Friday, October 6th, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., and basically, it's a combination between Lori's Place, Interdenominational Christian Ministries of Sierra Vista, and law enforcement, hosted primarily by Sierra Vista PD. But what we're going to focus on is October is National Domestic Violence Month, and it's a very serious issue, and Lori's Place is going through a rebranding is what you call it, Michelle?
Yes, we are. Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna have the event at Lori's Place to kind of focus on the partnerships that we have with the faith-based community, law enforcement, and the faith-based community, and draw attention to the very serious issue of domestic violence in the nation and in our community. So that's kind of the focus that we're going to be doing.
And you've partnered with Lori's Place because that's kind of what they do. Kind of fill us in with what is Lori's Place. What do you do?
Lori's Place is Cochise Family Advocacy Center, and there we see victims of violent crimes, so rape, assault, sexual assault, child abuse, neglect, human trafficking, and of course domestic violence, stalking. We help file orders of protection. They get a victim advocate that walks through everything with them. We have a forensic interviewer. We have a medical forensic nurse that does the medical exams, collects the evidence, and last year I think we had 83 cases involving children. All 83 of them were prosecuted. So that is what we're there for. In the United States alone, over 10 million adults are victims of domestic violence a year, and that's an outstanding number, and that's just the ones that we know of that are reported.
So tell us why a grand reopening.
Well, we decided to go through a rebranding. We've had a lot of changes in the last couple of years. We've got new staff, and so we've had some services that were donated by some local businesses. Our building's been repainted. It looks beautiful. And we're just really trying to push to the community why we're here, what we do, and we want people to be able to just stop by anytime on Friday, October 6th. Between 1 and 5, they can take a tour and everything just to get to know the staff and to build that community relationship back up.
And that's the Faith in Blue event. So
that is the Faith in Blue event, yes, hosting Faith in Blue that day.
All right, so remind us of those dates and times one more time.
Okay, it's going to be Friday, October 6th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Lori's Place, which is located at 214 East Tacoma here in Sierra Vista. And I want to stress that how important Lori's Place is to law enforcement. Before Lori's Place came into existence, law enforcement would go to a situation, domestic violence situation. We may or may not make an arrest depending on the circumstances. But basically we, would hand somebody a form and say, okay, here's some resources for you. Bye. And nothing would get done, and then we would get called back again and again and again and again. But with Lori's Place, they're able to reach out to folks either through a suggestion through law enforcement, or if someone says, hey, you know what, I am going to call Lori's Place. And then they put folks in place to walk them through how to get help. As Michelle was saying, court orders or something like that. It's a situation where you need help to get into or get to pass that relationship onto the next step. You can't do it alone, so it's okay to ask for help, and Lori's Place does a fantastic job doing that. And it's important that the community be aware of Lori's Place because they are such a vital resource for law enforcement and the community. So it's important. Stop by Lori's Place on October 6th. It's a Friday from 1 to 5 p.m.
Complete with ribbon cutting.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sierra Vista Area Chamber of Commerce will be there at 1 p.m. to do a ribbon cutting for us. We are going to have food. We're going to do tours, meet the staff. We're going to have a little presentation on information, mainly around domestic violence, since that is the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And again, what Scott was saying, our victim advocates will be there with them, with the victim. I mean, they will go to court with them, everything. They do everything they need. They're on call 24/7. If you are a victim of domestic violence, if you suspect, if you're hearing somebody next door screaming all the time and they're coming out with black eyes and stuff, call us. The number's 520-515-4444. You can do an anonymous report. We will follow up on it, and your name can stay out of it if you don't want to get involved in that way. But call us. We also have our Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/Lori's Place AZ2022. Our website is in the process of being rebuilt right now, but that is normally Lori's Place AZ.org. And give us a call, 520-515-4444. We have a crisis line that is open 24/7.
And how can the community help you if there's people that are listening right now saying, what can I do for Lori's Place?
We are always looking for volunteers. We have to vet all of our volunteers, obviously. We can't have anybody that has any domestic violence charges or anything against them, but we always need volunteers. We are always looking for new clothing donations in the form of T-shirts, sweatpants, socks, underwear, bras, leggings for our victims if we have to take their clothing as evidence. We also take new or lightly used clothing and household items. We help our victims if they have to leave everything behind. We can help them that way. Plus, we have our community giveaway every year for the community to come and find what they want, and they can take it home with them. And then, of course, we've always, we run off of grants, fundraising, and donations. And so we're always looking for, if you want to donate to Lori's Place, we can give you, you get a tax, of course, you can write it off as a tax donation. And we also can give you a donation receipt. So just give us a call. There's so many ways people can get involved.
All right, and give us that contact phone number one more time.
520-515-4444, and we are open 24/7 on that line.
All right, for the Sierra Vista Police Department, let's switch gears a little bit. You have an event coming up tomorrow to protect people's cars.
Oh, yes, we do. We do. We have the VinEtch coming up. It will be held at the mall in Sierra Vista tomorrow, September 23rd, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Basically, you come in, get in line, and we will etch your vehicle identification number into the windows of your vehicle. It helps prevent on automobile theft. Windows are the most profitable item for chop shops, and if your window is VIN etched, it helps reduce the chance of that vehicle getting stolen.
Is this a free event?
It is. It's absolutely free. The Sierra Vista Police Department is hosting it, and it's in conjunction with the Citizens Police Academy Associates, which is a nonprofit, 100% volunteer group. It is a free event, but we do accept donations to help cover some of the costs on that.
Okay, and this is going to take place tomorrow where?
Tomorrow at the mall. It's going to
At
be
the mall.
on what we know as the east side of the mall, right there as you come in off of Highway 92. There's Calle Mercancia, kind of where Wells Fargo is. You'll see the great big Sierra Vista Police Department command vehicle parked there. Follow the signs and the cones to come on in and get in line to get your windows etched.
Okay, now let's switch gears again. You do have a lot going on.
Oh, Lord. I do have a lot going on,
Yes.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about National Night Out. That is such a fun event every year.
Yeah, it is. Gosh, we've been doing this thing for what? I don't know, 15 years, Grady?
Probably.
A long time. And it started out relatively small. A few law enforcement agencies there. Cochise County Sheriff's Office has been there every single year without fail, and it has grown and grown and grown. We have agencies from all over Cochise County. Fire and police will be there, and it's a great event because it's a chance for the community to come out and interact with first responders, see what some of the stuff that we do. We have some great demonstrations going on. We have a canine demonstration. For the past couple of years, Fort Huachuca police have taken the lead on that, and they're committed this year to come back and do, the canine demonstration, which is always popular. We'll have the 501st Legion there. If you're a Star Wars fan, come on out and see the 501st Legion. They dress up in very accurate and unique costumes from Star Wars. We also have the FOP Halloween characters. Every year the FOP does a haunted house, and they have amazing actors that come out and dress up, and they will be there. And last year they had a mini haunted house, and I guess this year the rumor is they're bringing it back, which will be fun. We have all kinds of law enforcement displays, fire, EMS displays. We'll have at least one helicopter. We're working on a second. So people can get in there and see what one of these Lifeline or First Alert, helicopters look like. It's great. It's going to be on Tuesday, October 3rd at Veterans Memorial Park. The event starts at 5 and goes till 8 p.m. Come on out. It is. We have an absolute blast.
And the kids just love it.
They do. Last year we started something new. And the kids absolutely love this. We have washable finger paint. We let the kids goop up their hands, and then they get to put them on the police cars or fire trucks, and they get to leave their mark, as it were. And the kids absolutely love that. We also have a lot of different agencies, non-law enforcement or fire, that come out to kind of set up a display and show what they do for the community. And it's a good way to see what goes on throughout Cochise County and some of the services that are available.
And there's some food available as well, and that's a fundraiser.
It is, yeah. We've been doing this for a long time. Moose's Hot Dogs will be out there cooking hot dogs. And we have Sippin' will be there for providing sodas and ice cream. And chips, obviously, and those items all sell for $1. So it is kind of during the dinner hours, so at least you can get something. And the cool thing is, all of the food items are donated, 100%. And so all the proceeds that are collected go to the Sierra Vista's Christmas with a Cop and Cochise County's Shop with a Cop. We take those donations and split them, and it helps provide a very memorable and much-needed Christmas for kids that are in need.
And there's also usually a pretty fun game that you pull out. Are you keeping that a secret this year, or are you going to let us know what it is?
Well, no, we'll with the main event on this is what we call the Frozen T-shirt contest. And basically teams sign up. It's either a 2 or 3 person team. They do like a sack race from one point to another. They have to pick up a Frozen T-shirt, sack race back, and then they hand it off to the next team member that has to take the Frozen T-shirt out of the bag, somehow open it up, and put it on. And the first team that does that is the winner. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We'll probably have another surprise event, but we're working out details on that one.
All right. Do you have any other events you want to talk about that are coming up?
Let's see. What did we cover? Let's see.
Bearcat Pull. How about that?
Oh, the Bearcat Pull.
Okay, well, the Bearcat Pull is coming up October 1st, and that's going to be because the Cochise County Sheriff's Office is still looking for a team. I got to call out to all of the deputies. Where's our team, guys?
Yeah.
Because you guys pull it, and it goes for Special Olympics. What a great cause.
It does, yeah. If you haven't seen the Bearcat, it's this great big vehicle that we use for SWAT missions and stuff, and the Bearcat Pole. And it'll be out there for National Night Out as well, so kids can climb around that. I know this thing weighs like 27,000 pounds or something like that. They attach this great big rope to it, and then they have teams pull it I don't remember how many.
25 feet, I think.
Is it 25 feet?
I think so, yes.
They have to pull it 25 feet. And, of course, the best time wins for whatever category that is. And I know that Sierra Vista PD has 2 teams. One, general team, and then we also have an all-female team.
All right, Cochise County Sheriff's Office, what's up? We got to get our team together.
You got to get your team together.
Yeah.
You got to get your team together. And so, that's a great event. It all goes towards Special Olympics, which is another fantastic charity that we sponsor and all law enforcement sponsors.
All right, and that coming up October 1st.
October 1st.
So let's go over the dates and times of all of your events in case everybody wants to write them down. So you've got the 3 events. Tell us about all those.
So we'll start with the one coming up tomorrow on Saturday, September 23rd. That's the VinEtch. It will be held at the mall in Sierra Vista, and it will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then we have National Night Out, it'll be Tuesday, October 3rd from 5 to 8 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Park. And then the Faith in Blue and Lori's Place grand opening event will be October 6th from 1 to 5 p.m. at Lori's Place.
All right, sounds like it's going to be good. Anything else you want to add, Michelle, before we go?
No, that's it. And then the Bearcat Pole, come on out because that is a great time.
All right. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. All right, well, we thank you guys for coming and talking to us today and catching us up on everything. You guys, that's a lot of events.
That's a lot of events.
Thanks for coming in. First Watch on KWCD Country is brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
It's First Watch Now.
Hosted by Public Information Officer Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
On 92.3 KWCD.
And it's brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, giving you an inside look into your sheriff's office. In the studio with me now is Carol Kappas. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back, Cochise County.
Well, let's talk about the Cochise County Fair before we go. What a fun event.
Well, we have been doing this for years and years and years. I know this is the 99th annual. I don't believe that we've been there 99 years. I think that we are capped at like 82. No, I have no idea.
I've been there 99 years.
Yeah.
So
I think that, everybody needs to come out. It's a good time. You get to meet with all kinds of people you usually or normally wouldn't interact with on a daily basis. But see the sheriff's office booth. They took out the stage this year. They set it up really nice. It looks beautiful. Grady, thank you so much.
New bathrooms as well.
New bathrooms. Hey, you can't beat that. And so just come out, meet and greet. It's our job to just, ask how you're doing, see if everything's going all right, answer any questions you might have. So just look us up while you're out there in the fair food and everything else, enjoying the music and the rides, and try to have the kids come to us before the rides and the food, so we would appreciate that. Be awesome. So just want to say hey and how's it going, and just enjoy your day.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, and it's all weekend long, so today, Saturday, and Sunday out in Douglas, and it's just a good time.
It is. It's one way. Again, it's a yearly event. It's one that we really look forward to, and we try to gear up for it, and it's a good time for everybody.
All right, so how do they get a hold of us at the Cochise County Sheriff's Office?
So take a look. We have multiple ways to do that. Cochise County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Mark J. Daniels is our Facebook page. That links to our Instagram and our Twitter. Go ahead and look at our webpage, cochise.az.gov/sheriff. We'll be there. Give us a call if you have any questions, 520-432-9500. We look forward to talking to you soon.
First Watch on KWCD Country is brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative.
You've been listening to First Watch with the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Hosted by Cochise County Public Information Officers Carol Kappas and Grady Butler.
Join us again next Friday morning, 7 to 8 a.m.
First Watch.
What you need to know from the Cochise County Sheriff's Office.
Only on 92.3 KWCD.